Pleasant day, dear students. I welcome you all for today's portion on Jennifer's Tigers Part 2. Already we have seen that introduction and for stanza 1 also. Now we can see stanza 2 and stanza 3. Today we are going to see stanza 2 and 3 of the same poem on Jennifer's Tigers. Okay, already we have seen what Aunt Jennifer was doing, why she was doing, everything we saw in the previous video. So she was burdened with a lot of responsibilities after her marriage, and she was suppressed a lot because her husband had given that much torture to her. So because of that, she was not able to reveal her thoughts also. So that she was depressed a lot. At last she was to find a way to express her thoughts. She wanted to express her feelings. So at last she has made an embroidery work on the table mat or the curtain, and she started embroidering the tigers in a green forest. Likewise she has made it, and whatever she wanted to live in the life, everything she has given, that freedom and the majestic look and the proud and everything she has given to the tigers. And the tigers can go anywhere in the forest, it can move anywhere in the screen. Likewise she has created, and she has made everything with full majestically and beautifully she has made it. So now we can see that stanza 2. On Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool, find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So this is what the stanza 2. Let's see the explanation. Look students, Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. What's the meaning of fluttering? To move in a quick, irregular motions as if being troubled. So her fingers were trembling. It was It was moving very fast. At the same time, it was trembling through the wool. Why means she was that much depressed and she was getting afraid of her husband. Even though doing all the works, completing all the works at home only, she is spending her time in this hobby. She is doing this embroidery work as a hobby only. But even then, she is so much afraid of her husband. So she is making very fast. She has to complete it fast, because if he comes, if he sees that, definitely he'll scold at her. So because of that only, she is doing very fast, and she is doing it without the knowledge of the uncle. So before he comes, she has to complete. At the same time, all the household chores also she has to complete. After completing this only, she is doing it as a hobby work. See here, Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool. She is doing very fast in the wool. Find even the ivory needle hard to pull. She is so weak now. After doing a lot of works at home, after being suppressed a lot for a long period, her hand is being very fast, but at the same time she is so feeble, very weak to pull the needle out. So you would have seen that needle. How much it will be heavy? It will be very thin, right? It's very easy to pull also. But she feels it's very hard to pull it out as she is weak. So here her weakness is mentioned. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band. Listen here students. So that Christian people will wear the rings only, right? Okay. For wedding they will wear the rings only as the symbol of marriage. So here, massive weight of uncle's wedding band. This wedding band is ring only. So how much it will weigh? Will it be very much heavy? No, okay. But even then it's considered as the massive one. Massive means large and heavier one for her. According to her perception, it's known as a very large one. Why it says? It doesn't mean the weight of the ring. It says about the responsibilities of the marriage life. It shows the responsibilities of the marriage life. This heavy band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. So this, after marriage, this wedding band they will have every time. Until their death, they will have it in their fingers. That's what mentioned here. The massive weight of uncle's wedding band. Actually, it's not a weight one at all. So it's considered as a weight because of the marriage responsibilities, because of the torture which has been given by the uncle. So that only she is considering it as the weight one, and she is considering it as the burdened one. Sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. I told you already. So until her marriage, it should be there in her hand only. So listen here students. Aunt Jennifer's fingers were moving very fast on the wool, and even the needle is not able to be pulled up because she feels it very heavy, and she is feeling her wedding band also very heavy. Here it doesn't mean the wedding band's weight. Actually, the more responsibilities what she gains through the marriage life, and she is heavily upon till her death. It should be there on the finger of Aunt Jennifer. That's what it means. Look at the meanings here. Fluttering. I told you already while I taught this stanza, but even then once again we can see. Fluttering, to move in quick, irregular motions as if being troubled. Massive, large and heavy. Next, let's see the poetic device here. Rhyming words. Wool, pull. Band, hand. See here. Wool. Next line you see pull. So the pair is in the next line itself. Already we have seen A, B, B is the rhyming scheme. See here wool, pull. So I have given A and A. See here next band. Its pair is there by the next line itself, hand. So B, B. A, B, B. So the rhyming words are wool and pull and band and hand. So here A, B, B is a rhyming scheme. One more thing we can see. Fingers fluttering. See here F and F. So this is known as alliteration. This is known as the alliteration. So what are the poetic devices are there? So fingers fluttering, alliteration. Then rhyming words wool, pull and band and hand. Then rhyming scheme is A, B, B. Rhyming words are being given. Rhyming scheme A, B, B. Alliteration, fingers and fluttering. Here F and F. That's all. Let's go to the third stanza. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ardors, who was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. So listen here students, see that wedding couple's picture I have given. How happy the girl is, think of. Because marriage is a part of everyone's life. So everyone will be longing for that. So at the day of marriage they will be more happy. But after marriage most of the people will lose their happiness due to more responsibilities and due to the ill treatment of the husband's families because of that. So here also Aunt Jennifer is a victim of these type of experiences. So that only her sorrowness and everything has been explained in this poem. So let's see their explanation. When aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie. So after death, you know that very well, no part of our body will move. So our hand will also be kept silently there without any movement. So when aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie. Okay, it will lie without any motion. Still ringed with ardors, she was mastered by. So that much experiences she has experienced in her life. See here, terrified, fearful. So you know that very well, because of her husband's torture, she was getting afraid of her husband. So in her hand, she had that much fearfulness we can see in her hand while she was making the tigers. She was so fast, her hands were trembling with fear. That we saw. So that only it said, these fearful hands will lie without any movement. Still ringed with ardor, she was mastered by. So from her marriage until her death, she has been experienced a lot of extremely severe experiences. Ordeals means extremely severe experiences. The tigers in the panel that she made. So, but in that screen she has made the tigers. So if by seeing this everyone can understand that much depression the lady had. And that much she wanted to give the happiness to the tigers. Whatever she was not experiencing, she has given to the tigers. Likewise, we can come to understanding also. Will go on prancing, proud and unafraid. These tigers will go. Prancing means to move around proudly. They will move around everywhere in the screen with very pride. And they will be very much proud enough to walk here and there. And they will never afraid of anyone. They'll never get afraid of anyone. Even though the uncle comes, whoever comes, the tigers will never get afraid of anyone. See here, after death also, we have seen that wearing rings. So while we are wearing ring for a long time, there will be an impression in our finger. So after removing that, after death, nobody will be allowed to take any gold anyway. So they'll remove everything, even the wedding band also. After death, they'll remove it before burial. So what will happen? Even after removing that wedding band also, that impression will be in her hand only. That's what, okay. So due to her wedding, she has got a lot of depression. So, but even after marriage also, all those impression will be with her. Whatever she experienced, the sadness will be in her mind. Okay, that's what it has been mentioned. See here, when aunt is dead, her fearful hands will be lying without any motion, and her severe experiences will be with her only. That's why it's mentioned after the ring was removed also, that impression will be there. And she has made the tiger in the screen with full freedom, and whoever sees the tigers, they can easily identify. So that much depression she had, and out of that only she has made this drawing, and she has given that much pride to the tigers and that much freedom to the tigers, and the tigers will move everywhere around the screen and they'll never get afraid of anyone. This is what the content of third stanza. Let's see the rhyming words here. Lie, by, made, unafraid. So these are the rhyming words. See here, A, B, B is the rhyming scheme. Here the poetic devices, prancing, proud. P, P, alliteration. See here students, meanings: terrified, fearful, ardors, extremely severe experiencing, prancing, to move around proudly. Poetic device, rhyming words: lie, by, made, unafraid. Rhyming scheme: A, B, B. Prancing, proud is the alliteration P, P. That's all. We have come to the end of this poem. Already we have seen everything, okay. What is the problem of the lady? Why she has made this embroidery work? Everything has been given clear explanation here. So I have to read again and again. This is the simplest poem. You can easily identify, understand everything and identify all those meanings as well as the poetic device also. So have to read again and again. What you have to do is read again and again. If you are not able to understand, again you can watch this video. You will be able to get the points. Thank you.